And we talked about that, how your organizational skills would come to use in this situation.
Yeah.
So that's good that you were able to come up with that idea, and that everybody was open to it.
Yeah, and you said that, it seems like organization is a strong suit for you, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope so. And yeah, it worked out really good, and me and Meg, we talked about it together, and it just worked out really good.
Mhm.
So now it's just a matter of time before everybody's appointments fall into that schedule. We can't go back and reschedule people who are already scheduled for this month, but
Right, right.
yeah, only a matter of time before our master plan comes together.
Yeah. It sounds good though. It sounds like it'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll work. So, the one of the other things that we talked about was the unrealistic expectations.
hmm
So, where did we come to on that?
The unrealistic expectations. Well, if you remember, I think I said at one point that I had started meditating a little bit,
Right.
taking my breaks. Um, that has come with an increase as well in my spirituality.
Mhm.
So I've kind of just put that in God's power,
Mhm.
and I'm okay with whatever happens. I think that I'm developing more in my time to myself with God, and it's not just about what I want.
Okay.
So I think that slowly I'm letting go. Um, Not letting go of like, okay, I can slack off, but I was making this non existing pressure
Mhm.
very existing for me. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it was very real to me, and like I can't fail. Well, yeah, you're not gonna fail, but it doesn't have to be perfect.
Mhm.
You know.
So, and we talked before about how the modality that it's using was existentialism, and
Mhm.
and with all of that, it's talking about just seeing the bigger picture, and um, how to extract good things out of a struggle.
Mhm.
That everything happens for a reason. Everything works together for a reason. And it sounds like to me that that's what you're describing is, you're putting things in God's hands. So you're looking at that bigger picture and saying, I'm not responsible for everything that everybody does. And that there's someone that is bigger than you, and there's more outside of you. So kind of releasing yourself from that pressure. That's how it sounds to me.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that I was confining myself to something that was just ridiculous, I would say, you know. But like you said, it doesn't mean that I'm lowering my standard
Mhm.
per se. It just means that I can be okay with it if it doesn't go up here, if I fall a little bit short, but I tried really hard and it's okay.
Right. Right. And that's a good way to definitely look at it. Because we can't control everything, right? Um, and just knowing that you tried your best, and that you just didn't wait for things to happen, that you actually did the things that you needed to do.
Right.
And I think sometimes people think things just can't randomly happen, but we play a part in it. So that's why I made sure I needed to express to you, doesn't mean lowering your standards, because we do play a part in that. But just knowing that, accepting that everything won't be perfect,
Mhm.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I think that that's definitely something that it's a good conclusion to come to. So when we first started talking about that,
Mhm.
was that something that was already at the front of your mind, or were you aware that this is something that you would have, or a pattern of your thinking?
I think that I noticed the problem, but I didn't know like where it was stemming from
Okay.
necessarily. So I disregarded it.
Mm.
So I identify it, and then I would say, yeah, whatever. I still need to do it
Okay.
a certain way, or you know.
Mhm.
Um, so yes and no.
Okay. And are you satisfied to where you are now with in regards to that topic?
I think that I'm still in the process of fully understanding it and understanding myself. Um, in regards to that stress and the unrealistic expectations and this perfectionism, I guess,
Mhm.
is another term for it. Um, it's not something that I think about all the time, but I think that I'll be more aware of it, and as time comes, as time passes, I'll hopefully be more aware of it every day or more and more, and it'll get better.
Okay. So you're going to just be more aware. So how you when you're in a situation
Mm-hmm.
that you're facing and you're about to feel that weight again, what are you going to do?
I'm going to stop, take a deep breath, and tell myself that I can only do my best.
Okay.
And nobody, anywhere, or anything is going to make me think otherwise or make me feel like I failed, or, that I
Mhm.
didn't do a good enough job or something.
Okay. I noticed that when I was at your job that you had little stickies around that said the little positive statements and quotes. Do you have a quote that comes from you?
um, no, but man, now I want to come up with one.
Maybe a positive affirmation just for yourself to, like you just said, one that you just said, and I'm sure you can come up with others, um, to where I'm doing the best that I can,
Mhm.
and whatever that is for you, as little reminders of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Hmm.
I could maybe
Because
do that.
I think that you're ready. You're doing that from the outside in, so now it's doing it from the inside out. Because you already have. Who do you have? Helen Keller was one.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember what her quote is, but yeah, that was one of them.
Hmm.
She was one
Yeah, she has a lot of good quotes
of them.
that I like. So now just doing it from the inside out, because who is more important than you as far as your perception of you?
Well, only God. But um, should I care what other people say? Well, maybe not as much as I have my entire life.
I don't know, should you?
No, no. I mean, in the sense, in the professional sense, those things. Yeah, I mean, you walk into a job interview, you want to make an impression. But should I let that set the standard for who I am? No, I don't think so. And I think that that's part of unrealistic expectations, or
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. So you have a plan, and you're going to remind yourself of things when it comes up, and possibly put some stuff around, some quotes by Maria
Mhm.
around to also remind yourself of kind of staying focused on you can only do what you can do, and that it's okay that who you are is not determined on how many, you know, instances of perfection you can reach.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea. So is there anything, this is our last session,
Mhm.
so is anything that you want to talk about that we haven't covered?
No. We talked about one of the most important issues, which was the thing with my mom, and I think that I'll be more, uh, just as she's been more receptive to me, I will be to her and her needs as, my mom, and more understanding, I guess.
Mhm.
No, I think that we pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about.
Mhm. So that's good. I'm glad that you feel that way, and I would encourage you as you keep growing in your spirituality that as you continue to do that, that you just allow that whole process to be what's the word? It's not an end result that you're going to get to, but it's like a journey and discovering yourself through new lenses. And that's what spirituality does for most people. They discover themselves and the world through new lenses.
I never thought about it that way, yeah.
Yeah, so I would encourage you to keep doing the things that you are enjoying, and it seems like you're really getting a lot out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would encourage you to keep doing that.
Okay.
So, and putting that vision on paper.
Yep. Yeah, I really hope to do that once I have a little bit more time.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're done here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Did I do it right?